if I could run with you. And from what I have heard, you do the same thing too.
Hi! We're the Backpacking Family, and this video is all about the perfect family holiday. That can be a really hard thing to do, but we've got loads of tips to help you out.
We've travelled for 10 years, now we have family, so we thought let's start a family travel channel.
These are not just our ideas. The Family Travel Group on Facebook is an amazing group of thousands of people who have also chipped in and given us loads of great ideas for this video.
We've got some great ideas on specific places to go, and we're also going to give you tips on budget, accommodation, food, and of course, the all-important kiddie care.
And we've got something for every kind of family. So whether you want to be in a jungle, up a mountain, chilling on a beach, exploring culture, diving into cultures or cities, whatever it is you want, we have something for absolutely everyone. So stay tuned.
Because it's on. Ooh, ooh. Keep my fingers crossed. Oh yeah, it's on. Ooh.
Welcome. I'm Emma.
I'm Pete.
And our baby boy really needed enough listen.
We've been travelling for years, now we have a family, so this channel is all about family travel. We're committing to releasing family travel videos every week, so hit that subscribe button and share the journey with us.
We've put together 8 great places for a family holiday. Some you might guess, some will definitely catch you by surprise.
Sometimes you just need to escape with your family, enjoy new adventures, have quality time together, maybe get out there and look for new learning experiences.
Sometimes you just have to have fun. So let's do this. Kicking off with a place that has rapidly been growing in popularity over the past few years, Thailand. Thailand has so much to offer, whether you're backpacking with a baby, chilling by the pool with toddlers, or exploring temples, lakes, jungles, and paradise islands with your teenagers. Thailand is a super exciting place to be. There are plenty of ethical options around for meeting creatures great and small, so set a good example to your children and pick somewhere responsible to meet the animals. If you want to know more about this, then ask in the comment section below. If you're feeling super brave, you can pop over to Cambodia for a few days and visit the incredible Angkor Wat. You can actually book return trips from Bangkok for that. The shopping options in Thailand are great too, everything from authentic local clothes and crafts to not so authentic rip-offs of everything you love. And the price is always right, if you barter. The local food is incredible. Personally, I can't get enough of pad thai, mango salads and fruit shakes. But don't worry, if you're not keen on local food, there's every kind of Western food all over Thailand. Thanks to the big expat communities, Bangkok, Chiang Mai and many of the islands have great short-term childcare. Also, many of the resorts have great care and play options for kids. This vibrant gem is rich in culture, yet surprisingly affordable. For many, getting to Thailand will be the big cost. Once you're there, you can have luxury, dreamy resort at budget prices. After 10 years of travelling here, our absolute all-time favourite place to stay has to be our Jungle Camp in Khao Sok. I still can't believe those cheeky monkeys just arriving on a balcony. If you'd like to stay here, I've dropped the link in below. Prague, the perfect city break for a family. The Czech Republic often gets overlooked, which is a shame as it's brimming with rich European culture, yet you get the Eastern Bloc prices. You could make a family holiday out of Prague itself. There is so much history and culture to explore across the city. Not many people know this, but on the outskirts, they even have a bobsleigh. If you are based in Prague, you can take day trips to the beautiful castles or even have a night away and explore their beautiful caves and stone forests. Absolutely stunning. The local food is delicious, and Prague has so many cuisine choices you and your family really will be spoilt for choice. Which is why we chose a diet of chocolate and chocolate puddings, of course. Chances are you'll just want to do a lot of the exploring as a family, but if you want to escape for a walk or romantic meal, many of the hotels do offer babysitting services. Being daft, we backpacked around here whilst I was pregnant, and we only paid a few pounds to stay in a dorm, which we kind of liked. But if you really want to splash out and make this a family holiday to remember, there are some stunning places in the heart of the city with great family rooms, like Residence ou Malbaise. This place costs between £70 and £160 a night, and it's just gorgeous. We'll pop the link in below. England! Oh, I do like to be beside the seaside. I really do, especially in England. I love the beautiful, picturesque coasts, stunning white cliffs, sand and pebble beaches, gorgeous Victorian seaside towns, and fairgrounds, and donuts and ice cream and arcades. I love these things. I love getting into the crazy fun bustle of the harbour, the fairgrounds, the rides and the arcades are just exciting. And then I like to escape and take a walk along the beautiful beaches and the surrounding cliff-top areas. I love the contrast that you get here. It really is perfect for children. I used to love this place as a kid, and I'm already taking my own little one there. Ooh, and no trip to the English seaside is complete without fish and chips and mushy peas. There are some great seaside towns. Whitby and Scarborough are beautiful. They're both really great, but my personal favourite is little Bridlington. If you're on a smaller budget, the caravan parks and camping areas are beautiful and often have great provision for kids. Bed and breakfasts start from around £50 and tend to be well located. If, however, you want to splash out, the Expanse is by far the best place to stay. Historical but beautifully modernised, with a great bar, even nicer staff, and a sea view never goes out of fashion. We loved our stay here. The rooms range from £70 through to £200. Sometimes it's just nice to stay in the best place in town. As always, the link is below. Well, from Bridlington to Bali. I'm not sure that jump has ever been made before, but here we go. Bali is one of the top places for families to visit. It grew in popularity with backpackers, but has since exploded into a dream destination for, well, everyone. Perfect beaches, sunset walks, crystal clear waters for swimming, snorkeling and sea kayaking. You can relax in hot springs, meet monkeys, climb volcanoes, tiptoe through rice paddies, and even relax on the beach on a beanbag and watch a movie in the evening. The Gili Islands are famed for their picturesque hammocks and swings to relax on. Perfect places for those "my life is great" on Instagram photos. Guilty. Oh dear. Seriously, this place is so dreamy. From little guest houses to big resorts, many of them have top-class nanny and kiddie care here. Like Thailand, for many the big cost is getting here, and then when you get here, it's up to you how much you want to spend. Do you want to spend a tenner on a room? A few pounds on your food? You can do. Or you can splash out and make it a luxury dream holiday. The food is incredible, from local to western, the quality is immense. Same goes for accommodation. There are so many unique, creative and luxury places to stay. There are so many hot spots to stay on, and actually a few to avoid. So if you want to know more about that, just ask below. It's pretty much impossible to pick one, but this place gives you an idea of what you can get for £40. Keeping in mind that it was £50 for a B&B in Bridlington, it's unbelievable what you can get. This place is just beautiful. If you like the look of this one, again, the link is below. A snorkeling trip in Croatia. Croatia is often overlooked because it has pebble beaches rather than sandy beaches. This is the very same reason for why the water is so incredibly clear for snorkeling. It was one of my favourite family holidays when I was a teen. There are so many beautiful coves and remote areas that you can get boats to and go on snorkeling adventures. When you're not in the water, you can be exploring the beautiful picture-perfect towns along the Adriatic coast. Both Split and Dubrovnik make you feel like you're walking in a movie set. Beautiful, quaint and quirky, and overflowing with delicious food and ice cream. I love this place. There are lots of great water parks for kids, well, when I say kids, big kids and small kids alike. And if you want a beautiful family adventure, then head inland to Pleat Beak Lakes. They are absolutely stunning. It doesn't feel like a budget destination, but you'll get a nice surprise when you look at the hotels and menus. I actually spotted a place for £1 on booking.com. A lot of the accommodation tends to be apartments, so unless you're staying in a hotel, kiddie care is going to be a little harder to come across, but if you really want it, it is there. Apartments Zuvela. Close to the beach, self-catering with a swimming pool and a sun terrace. This is a good example of the kind of place you could get with a family. Starting at around £50 a night, you can get some surprisingly good value places. I've put a link below to help you search. China? China may sound like a bit of a wild card, but stick with me, this place is amazing. Yes, there are language and cultural barriers and issues, and I'd love to get chatting about that in the comment section, but I really want to focus on all the reasons I genuinely think this is a fantastic place for an adventure family holiday. First up, what a mind-blowing culture to explore as a family. As soon as you land in Beijing to explore, you just know everything is different. Every little hudong street, every temple, every place feels deeply different. Oh, the food is exciting and it varies everywhere you go. If, however, you want Western food, that is available. You just have to look a little harder, but it is there. But please, at least once, try the crispy Peking duck. Oh man, that stuff is good. Of course, there is the Great Wall of China, and if you do it right, there's actually one place that has a toboggan going down one side, which is crazy cool for families. Speaking of crazy cool, they have a loop-the-loop water slide in the capital. Now that is terrifying, but awesome. So you can teach your kids all about the terracotta warriors in Xi'an, and then go for a bike ride around these massive city walls. What an amazing thing to do. There are endless mountains to climb, some of which are rainbow colours, others actually inspired Avatar. You can get sleeper trains, high-speed trains, and stay in everything from characterful guest houses and hostels to 5-star hotels. If you're into backpacking style, China can be really cheap. I mean really cheap. If you want a few tips on that, just ask me in the comments. This is an adventurous family holiday, and you are likely to be on the move a lot, so you're probably not going to be thinking about childcare that much, which is just as well because it is quite hard to come by, but it's not that kind of holiday. Now, this is going to sound quirky, but after 2 years of living and travelling in China, I would most strongly recommend private rooms in hostels. Why? Well, hotels tend to be in the business areas, and hostels tend to be built in these beautiful, character-filled hudongs and old towns, and generally the downtown area where you probably want to be. Oh, and they're cheaper. So they're pretty amazing. The pictures I've been showing you are from 2 different hostels, the Peking Yard Hostel and the Red Lantern House. As always, I've dropped those links in below if you really like them. Check them out. Ecuador. Okay, things have gone to another kind of extreme, but hear me out. We have been to Ecuador and we loved it, and it would be our dream to save enough to go back and explore Galapagos Islands as a family, and then return to the jungle for family adventures. No, this one is not a budget option, but when we started looking into it, we did find that there are some great responsible travel companies that specialise in family trips around the Galapagos, and although it is an expensive trip and there's not really much way of getting around that, there are some ways of budgeting. So if you want to know more about that, just ask. When asking around and researching, I was amazed to see just how much was in place for adventurous families willing to be brave and take this kind of family holiday. So kiddie care probably won't be your main priority and will be hard to find. And it's not going to be the most relaxing trip. Oh man, I'm not really selling this, am I? Okay, here we go. This is the only place in the world where you could explore the same wonders as Charles Darwin. Then pop over to the Amazon, just pop over and meet a tribe who will probably teach you how to hunt. Then go whitewater tubing as a family, then harness up and go canyoning. How cool is that? I would love to go canyoning as a family. And then head to the capital and just check out the equator line. You know, just straddle both hemispheres, learn a little bit there. Oh, and whilst you're there in the capital, you could try some world-class chocolate made from their very own cocoa beans. You know what? Ecuador is that educational, you could justify going through term time. Maybe don't quote me on that. Food-wise, there is everything from widgety grubs, to the North American chain restaurants that you'll probably know. And Ecuador is another place that has great hostels, but you will find some awesome hotels too that have a lot of character. So you can start as cheap as $10 for a room, but I wanted to show you that if you're willing to spend £100, you can get somewhere with a rating of 9.6, La Casona de la Ronda Hotel. This is in Quito. It's a good example of the more unique places you can stay, and it really captures those Latin vibes. Beautiful place. Scotland road trip! I love a good road trip. Our final pick for the ultimate family holiday this year is Borny, Scotland. That's a terrible accent. Okay, at just 8 weeks old, we took our baby boy on a 3-week road trip around this gorgeous country and we loved it. Road trips in themselves are great options for families as you can take more kit with you. Scotland in particular has so much to offer along the way. There's the increasingly famous North Coast 500 route, which has loads of beautiful and fascinating history and culture throughout. You can stop and explore waterfalls, castles and lochs all along the way. Of course, you won't want to miss out the famous Loch Ness. You never know, you might just spot Nessie. Donegroat is a pretty cool place to get to. You could even carry on to the Orkney Islands. As you start heading down the other coast, you start to find some stunning beaches and coastlines. Not something people think about when they think of Scotland, but wow, these are beautiful. Scotland is great for adventures, especially trekking and biking. And of course, the food is safe. Well, if you like haggis. Oh, unless you want to hire a nanny for the whole road trip, kitty care could get a bit difficult. As part of your road trip, you'll probably want to stay in a few places along the way. We stopped for a bit of glamping along the way. Scotland has some awesome quirky options for places to stay. You can of course stay in castles, which is awesome, and you can even stay in Viking longhouses. So sticking to the glamping, we stayed in a beautiful yurt and we absolutely loved it. We also stayed in a cool timber tent. These kind of things range from £20 to £100. I'll make sure I put some links into that too.
Oh, I hope that's got you all excited and ready to book your next family holiday. Quite an unexpected list, wasn't it? But there are loads of links below to help you out.
Oh yeah, and thank you those of you that have subscribed. And if you haven't hit that little bell, that bell means that every time we make a new video each week, you get to know. Okay, so we hope this is helpful, but let us know in the comment section below what you thought about the different places we picked out. And I would love to know, where's the one place you dream of going to with your family? Tell me now in the comments, what's the one place you would love to go with your family?
Thank you so much for joining us. If you love travel as much as we do, I suspect we'll see you again.
Oh, baby boy.